Hey there, I'm Eliza with Ancestral Evolution, and today we're talking about the top 8 reasons why sheep are the best animals for food security. Number 8, sheep have a low entry cost. They really don't take that much to get started. If you're not worried about having registered sheep, one sheep will run you between $100 and $200. So you can get several sheep pretty easily. Whereas if you're looking at like a cow or something like that, be prepared to shell out significantly more. When we were looking, the price tag on those were more like $1,500 or definitely over $1,000 per animal. So sheep are definitely a more economical way to get started raising some animals for food. Number 7, sheep eat grass and hay. So they take something that you're not going to eat, like grass, and turn it into something that you can eat, like a sheep. Unlike things like pigs and chickens, which consume a reasonably large amount of grain, which humans could also eat. Let me take just a few seconds to tell you about our old-fashioned all-natural tallow soap. It's primarily made from beef and lamb tallow that we actually render ourselves with a little bit of coconut oil thrown in there for lather. We only use real essential oils in our soap. We never use things like detergents, preservatives, synthetic fragrances, or seed oils of any kind. We have a bunch of different styles and scents, including ones with activated charcoal and these cute llama ones. Go to ancestralevolution.net to check out what we have to offer and to try some for yourself. So number 6, you really don't need a whole lot of land to get started raising sheep. I'm talking a couple of acres here. Rule of thumb is if you have pretty good pasture is about 2 sheep per acre if you're not wanting to supplement with a lot of feed or extra hay. If you're wanting to supplement, then you can run up to about 5 sheep per acre. So if you have, say, 2 acres of land of good pasture, you could think about running 4 or 5 sheep pretty easily in that space, as opposed to a cow, which you're talking about like 5 to 10 acres for a cow. Number 5, sheep are pretty easy to handle. I'm a pretty small person and I can handle by myself all of our sheep except for our ram. Our female sheep, our ewes, are about 130 to 150 pounds and they are easily handled by one person, as opposed to something like a cow or a pig, which those guys can get pretty darn big and pretty darn heavy, and if they are not cooperating with you or don't want to do what you want them to do, then you could be in trouble. Also, sheep don't bite in the way that pigs sometimes can. So there is that. Number 4, you can get secondary products out of sheep, such as wool and milk. The sheep that we have are Border Leicesters, and they are a tri-purpose breed that can be used for meat, wool, and milk. They're kind of like the best of all worlds. Most other animals that you're gonna raise for meat, you're not gonna get a wool crop out of. Number 3, you can DIY most of your own veterinary needs. Sheep in general are pretty low maintenance. Most of the more common health problems that you're going to come across as the owner of sheep, you can handle with supplies and medicine that you can get from your local farmer's co-op or Tractor Supply or somewhere like Premier One supplies online. So you're not going to have to worry about spending huge bucks on getting a vet to come out and take care of things very often. Number 2, sheep multiply pretty quickly. Our sheep have on average twins every year. So sometimes we'll have triplets and sometimes we'll have a singleton, but on average for every pregnant female sheep we'll end up with 2 babies for each of those sheep. So if you start out with 3 sheep and all those sheep have twins, pretty soon you're gonna have 9 sheep. And so they do grow pretty quickly. The number 1 reason we think sheep are the best to raise for food security is that you can process them yourself pretty easily. So any of the equipment that's used for processing deer can be used on a sheep. In fact, sheep are probably a little bit smaller, so they're going to be easier to process than a deer. Whereas a cow, you need to be able to hang and age a cow for at least 10 days, if not 2 weeks. So not only is a cow huge and very difficult to hang and just deal with the physical mass and weight of this animal, but you are going to have to age a cow for 10 days to 2 weeks. So that requires like a walk-in cooler refrigerator type situation. If you raise cows, you're going to be dependent on someone else to process that cow for you. you are probably not going to be able to process that cow yourself. A sheep, on the other hand, is very easy to process yourself. It does not require the aging that a cow does, so you can just butcher after processing. If you do choose to age your sheep before butchering, you can rig an upright freezer pretty easily on a timer so that you can age your sheep in there. And that's the perfect size. You don't need a walk-in cooler or anything like that for it. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you think we missed a reason that sheep would be great from the standpoint of food security, please leave a comment down below and we'll take a look. Also, if you think that we're totally wrong and another animal deserves the best animal for food security, list that down there too. All right, take care and we'll see you next time.